Hi, thanks for watching this edition of Learn How to Play in Less than 5 Minutes. My name is Sam, and today I'm going to show you how to play a game called No Thanks. It's a great little game for 3 to 5 players. It takes under 20 minutes to play and can be played by ages 8 and up. And actually, this can be played by anyone who knows how to count. It's a very simple game. The components are shown below. It comes with a deck of cards numbered 3 through 35. And a stack of chips, 55 red little plastic chips. Not a lot of components, comes in a small box, but also comes with a nice small price. Usually you can get this game for $10 or less. The goal of the game is simple. Just like golf, you want to have the lowest score, and the person with the lowest score wins. So how do you earn points? That's easy too. Each card has a number on it and is worth that number of points. So this card would be worth 35 points. But if you have a run of cards, that run of cards is worth the lowest card of the run. So in this case, this run of 3 and 4 would be worth 3 points. Let's look at one more run example. This run of 15, 16, and 17 would be worth 15 points. And finally, we have the red chip. These are good. You want to have as many of these as possible. These are worth each -1 point. So let's set up the game. We're going to shuffle the deck of cards, and we're going to remove 9 cards from the game and place these back in the box. These won't be used. And this is because it makes it a little bit more tricky. If you're trying to get a run, you don't know if the card you're looking for to complete a run is going to be removed from the game or not. Next, you'll take 11 of the red chips and give 11 to each player. Now these will actually be hidden in each person's hand. You don't want the other players to know how many red chips you have. And that's it. We're ready to play. So to play the game, the first person is going to take the top card of the deck and place it face up on the table. In this case, we have a 9. And now player 1 has a decision to make. He can either take the 9 and put it in his play area, or he can pass. To pass, you simply place one red chip next to the card. In this case, player 1 is going to pass, and then play continues to player 2. Player 2 has the exact same decision to make, except now if he takes the 9, he also can take the chip along with it. So instead of getting 9 points, he would get 8 points in this case. But he's going to choose to pass too, so he places a red chip next to the card. Player 3 is going to pass as well, and it continues back to player 1. Well, at this point, player 1 has decided it doesn't look so bad now with the red chips, so he's going to take the card and the chips. Now in this case, he would score 9 points for the card, -3 for the chips, so he gets 6 points for that play, which is not too bad. He's going to hide the red chips back in his hand, and play continues by the person who last took a card then turns over the top card of the deck, and play continues as before. Well, play continues like this until the game ends, and the game ends when all the cards have been taken and placed in the play area of one of the players. Well, let's look at the example of scoring at the end of a game. Here's the set of cards that one player has accumulated. And for that first card, the 3, he's going to score simple 3 points. It's a single card. Next, for the run of 6 and 7, he'll score 6 points, which is the number of the lowest card in the run. For the run of 9, 10, and 11, he scores 9 points. The next run, 25, 26, and 27, he'll score 25 points. And he has this lonely little 29 out here, which is not good for him. Looks like maybe he was trying to get a 28 to complete the run, and maybe it was taken out of the deck or he couldn't get it somehow. Finally, we're going to score the chips, and there are 8 chips, so he gets -8 points. So his total score for the round is going to be 72 minus 8, for a total grand score of 64 points. A couple of tips when playing No Thanks. First, you have to make sure you manage your chips. It's very important to make sure that you don't run out of chips if you can prevent it, because if you run out of chips, you have to take the card that's turned over. You have no choice when it comes around to you. You also can try and strategically not take a card even if you need it, and because if you need a card but you can see the other people don't want that card, there's a pretty good chance they're going to put a chip on it, and it'll come back to you just like in our example of play, and then you'll be able to get that card for less points than you would have otherwise. But be careful, don't be too greedy with this strategy, because it's very possible if you wait too long, somebody will snatch up that card, and if you really need it, then that can put you in a bad situation. Well, that's it for playing No Thanks. I hope you give it a try and enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and for more board game tutorials, go to my YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/boardgametutorials. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon.